comes up, it's supposed to come out. The way that we see and experience the world, these situations and circumstances have been happening for a long time. This is just the first time that things are very visible, and there's nowhere for these things to hide. So now we're faced with choices. How do we want to respond to things? Now most people are feeling overwhelmed, rightfully so. There are so many problems at one time. And that's a part of it too. The distraction feels so overwhelmed. You're taking so much in and you feel powerless to do anything. But the reality is, if you would like to release this fear, what you have to do is you have to focus. And you have to have faith that other people are focusing too. What that means is choose one thing. Focus on one thing that you're passionate about, that you want to see change in, and learn as much as you can. Learn as much as you can. Be intentional. You're not going to know everything. You're not going to know every subject, every this, every issue that's going on with the world. You're not going to know it. And that's okay. Because too many times do people try to know everything and end up taking no action because they're overwhelmed. So focus. And when you focus, you encourage someone else to focus, whether that is with you on whatever you're passionate about, whatever it is, whatever the fear in the world that we're trying to get through, or inspire them as they focus on something else. That is how we win. That is how we make humanity a better place for everyone throughout the world. That is how we have a more equitable experience. Just focus. Just focus. It's reasonable to be overwhelmed. And we gotta let go of all of this purity Olympics, okay? We have to work with each other. We have to have understanding and compassion for each other. But this is no need for people to prove how down they are for this or that. We gonna work with what we got and where we're at, okay? Whatever you're passionate about, whatever you want to see change. You want to see the end of conflict around the world or a certain place. You want to see you find your peace, it is not your responsibility to help them find theirs. All you can do is just live an example and show them how to be strong, show them how to have independence, show them how to have autonomy, show them how to have a light on them, show them how to be their own star, their own guide. That takes some work. We face our own issues. We show up and we work on ourselves, and we don't bring our issues into the space to just project onto others. That's a lot of work. But if you show people, they'll work with you. And don't be afraid to have those boundaries too as you have peace. Now, the next thing that is coming up is guilt, okay? The guilt of feeling, do you have the right to be at peace when there are so many things that are not? The privilege and the luxury that some have to have peace when there's so much turmoil around you or even within the world. And yes, you are allowed to have peace. More chaos on top of more chaos is never a structured approach to resolution. If you care about the world, if you care about your individual life, you'll focus and take action. You being distracted, you being uneasy, you being fearful is not helping to make the world better. It's not helping to make your life better. But you giving yourself peace, you focus on one thing and you take tangible actions, that actually has the power to change so many things, to change so many lives. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Everybody is so passionate. They're expressing their feelings, rightfully so, about so many things. But now it's time for action. Whatever that action is for you. However that is in your life. Inhale. Exhale. Because the only remedy to chaos is intentional action. So now you get multiple kisses. Mama loves you, okay? And if no one has said it, let me go ahead and say it. I love you, but make sure you love yourself each and every day. And know that you have more power than you know. You're stronger than you know. But strength is not performative. You don't do it for or to the metrics of other people. Strength is knowing when to rest, knowing when to have peace, knowing when to take action, knowing when to have understanding, knowing when to do things when it's not popular because it's the right thing to do. All of these things, knowing that if you have a dream in your heart and your soul, that it's worth pursuing, or that if you're in the middle of a journey, to keep going even though it feels like it's long and arduous.